welcome. You're watching Unplugged TV India. This is Alice Francis. Thanks for tuning in. Adding to the list of scams in India, another big arrest has been made in connection with the West Bengal teacher recruitment scam. Partha Chatterjee, a minister of the Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress government, has been arrested in the matter. Well, we'll get into the details of the story in a short while, but before that, let's dive into the top headlines from around the world. In emotional farewell speech, President Kovind thanks PM, invokes Gandhi. President Ramnath Kovind, whose term ended on Saturday, addressed Parliament as he was given farewell. He recalled the key moments of his 5-year tenure while serving the country as also the struggles that was faced during the pandemic. Draupadi Murmu is the next president of India. My daughter being targeted for my stand on loot by Gandhi, says Smriti Irani. Union Minister Smriti Irani on Saturday rejected as malicious the Congress allegation that her daughter ran an illegal bar in Goa and said the college student was targeted because of her mother's vocal stand on Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi's 5,000 crore loot in the National Herald case. The Congress assassinated and publicly mutilated her daughter's character, Irani said in a hard-hitting press conference, and dared the opposition party to show proof of any wrongdoing. Delhi to start spoken English course for those who lack communication skills. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal on Saturday said that the AAP government is starting a spoken English course for youngsters belonging to poor and middle-class families who lack communication skills. Kejriwal said the Delhi Skill and Entrepreneurship University would be running this course. He said in the next year we will train 1 lakh students in spoken English at 50 centers. IMD predicts moderate to heavy rainfall in Hyderabad, yellow alert issued. The Indian Meteorological Department has issued a yellow alert for moderate to heavy rainfall in Hyderabad and parts of Telangana. Hyderabad Traffic Police urged people to stay indoors as due to waterlogging there is a possibility of heavy traffic congestion. GHMC and Disaster Response Force personnel have been deployed on ground. Amarnath Yatra from Jammu halted again due to bad weather. The annual Amarnath Yatra on Saturday faced another disruption from following Jammu bad weather conditions that triggered multiple landslides on 270-kilometer long Jammu-Srinagar National Highway in Ramban district. Overnight rains that continued on Saturday as well triggered fresh landslides, mudslides and shooting stones at Pantial, Cafeteria Mall and Mehar in Ramban district backing the highway. 7 of 19 workers who went missing near China border found. 7 of the 19 construction workers from Assam who went missing near the China border in Arunachal Pradesh Kurung Kume district were found and rescued by an Indian Air Force helicopter on Saturday. Search is on for other remaining workers for which an IAF helicopter has been deployed. Ukraine and Russia sign UN-backed deal to resume Ukrainian grain exports. Russia and Ukraine signed separate deal but identical agreements with Turkey and the UN to resume the export of Ukrainian grains amid the war. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called it a beacon of hope for millions of people who have faced huge increases of food costs. The Russian military's blockade of Ukrainian port had halted the grain exports. People who criticize the government will be punished, says Taliban in new order. Taliban has issued a new order saying that those who criticize Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, scholars and public servants, be it with word, gesture or anything else, will be punished. In the order, Taliban leader Mullah Habibullah Akhundzada said that the actions are considered as negative propaganda that unconsciously help the enemies. Shocking video shows sinkhole opening under swimming pool during party, dragging man in. A house party turned into a nightmare for guests after a sinkhole opened under the swimming pool. A hole 43 feet deep sucked a man. The incident took place in Israel, the town of Karmi Yosef near Tel Aviv. A video of the incident is going viral on social media. West Bengal's former education minister Partha Chatterjee, of the Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress government was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with its investigation into the alleged school's job scam on Saturday. Chatterjee is the Minister of Industry and Commerce and Enterprises in the state currently. The move comes a day after the agency recovered cash worth Rs 20 crore from the residential premises of Arpita Mukherjee, a close aide of West Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee. Heaps of money with denominations of Rs 500 and 2000 and bundles of cash in sealed envelopes were recovered from the flat of Arpita Mukherjee during the ED raids on Friday. Chatterjee was also presented at the Bankshal court in Kolkata hours after he was arrested by the ED after being questioned of around 26 hours in connection with an alleged scam in recruitment of teachers in the state-run schools. Chatterjee, who is the Secretary General of the Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress, was the State Education Minister from 2014 to 21 when the scam took place. Apart from Mukherjee's, premises of several other, including Minister Paresh Adhikari and senior officials, were also raided on Friday. Now, what is the teacher recruitment scam about? The West Bengal government conducted the state-level selection test in 2014 and issued a notification for appointment of the teachers in the state-run schools. The recruitment process started in 2016. However, a number of petitions were filed in the Calcutta High Court in suspected anomalies in the recruitment process. Partha Chatterjee was the State Education Minister during the same period when the scam also took place. Now, what are the allegations raised? Petitioners in the Calcutta High Court alleged that students who scored much less had been ranked higher in the merit list. Further, they also stated that students who weren't on the merit list also received appointment letters. Further, in 2016, the West Bengal government had asked SSC to hire 13,000 Group D employees for state-run aided schools. It was alleged that at least 25 people were hired in 2019 when the panel making the appointments had already expired. Petitioners said that over 500 people were appointed after the SSC panel expired and are now salaried employees of the state government. The High Court bench of Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to look into the matter. Following this, the investigative agency launched a probe and declared the appointment of almost 269 employees to be illegal. It was alleged that these people had not even qualified teachers' eligibility test. The ED is tracking the money trail in the scam while the CBI is probing the criminal angle. Now, the CBI allegations were the Central Investigation Agency said that in the year 2014, the selection process of the teacher eligibility test had been tampered with in order to deprive the eligible candidates. The agency furthered its statement by saying that the TETs failed and ineligible candidates of TET 2014 got appointed as assistant teachers in primary schools. It said some students had left their answer sheets blank and only mentioned their personal details. These students later got appointments as assistant teachers, and CBI had claimed that the complete selection process clearly shows favoritism and nepotism in the selection process. According to the latest reports, the CBI is further looking into the alleged irregularities committed in the recruitment of staff as well as teachers in government-sponsored and aided schools on recommendations of the West Bengal School Service Commission. The ED is tracking the money trail in the scam. The Enforcement Directorate on Saturday arrested Arpita Mukherjee while Partha Chatterjee was sent to the custody of the Enforcement Directorate for 2 days. A lot more development will be happening in the case in coming days. To get the latest update, stay tuned with the Unplugged TV India.